everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I'm your host, MrBevers. Look at that, I found another pre-release kit kicking around. This one is an Oath of the Gatewatch pre-release kit. So, I'm gonna open this bad boy up, because you never know, right, what's in these things. Also, I don't think I opened very many of the pre-release kits from Oath. So I'm kind of stoked to open some of these. I had a whole bunch from BFZ, but I didn't really get that many from Oath. Of course, your junk stuff here. We can hold on to the divider, I guess. That's not a bad plan. The one thing about Oath that I enjoyed is that the symbol on the die was like almost the entire face of the 20. So they made the icon very large because it was the right shape that just fit in the triangle, right? And so making the symbol that big made it much easier to find. Now, of course, these are spin downs, so it's not too hard to understand where you're going with them. But it makes it just easier to see that, oh, you're still at 20, right? So this gives us 4 packs of Oath and 2 packs of Battle for Zendikar. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes. We'll do BFZ first. What do we find? Resolute Blade Master, Cryptic Cruiser, Sylvan's Scrying, very good card, especially in Limited. Lets you fix things. So if you want to try and splash other colors, very good. Oh my god. I mean, you didn't see it. None of you saw it, right? We've got a Fathom Feeder. And then I'll just put that down. I can't. You've already all seen it, I think. Fathom Feeder. And that's right. We hit a Marsh Flats Expedition. First pack. First pack. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. Alright. Well, I mean, there you go. And just so we're clear, this purchase of mine was just a random decision. I was at one of when I was doing my One of Everything series, when I was going around to a bunch of shops and stuff, I noticed that one of the shops just had this on their shelf. Just one. They had one single Oath of the Gatewatch pre-release kit, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it. Why not? Right? I'll just buy it and I'll open it for the channel. Hitting that expedition. Stasis Snare, Scythe Leopard, Blighted Cataract, and an Oran Reef Hydra. We didn't even talk about the last rare because we were too caught up with Marsh Flats. But we hit a Fathom Feeder, which is an interesting card, especially in Limited, mainly because it's a 1/1 for 2 with Death Touch and Ingest. And then for 5 mana, you draw a card. Each opponent exiles the top card of his or her library. Oran Reef Hydra, very good. 5/5 with Landfall and Trample. You put a 1/1 counter on it. If that land was a forest, you put an additional. So very good for this type of format. Like, Oran Reef Hydra is definitely a bomb to play in a sealed format. Because, I mean, if you're playing green and you drop a land on turn 7 after playing that, people are going to be like, no, now you have a 7/7 trample on turn 7. Chitinous Cloak. Oh, I just put those in the wrong pile, didn't I? Yeah, I got to keep these separate because these are actually going into their binders later. Okay. Let's keep these separate here. Okay, those are the commons and uncommons. And then the common. Okay, we can put the uncommons on top of this now, so that way we can have 2 piles here. There we go. Okay, Pyromancer's Assault. I swear, I'm just flabbergasted by Marsh Flats. That's obviously what's happening. It's not that anything else. Unity of Purpose, and our rare here is a Deep Fathom Skulker. Another card that's actually interesting. So it's whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. So essentially, it allows all your other creatures to be a draw mechanic, right? And then it has pay a colorless and 3 generic, and target creature can't be blocked this turn. So that's a really decent rare as well for limited. I can't believe we hit a Marsh Flats. I'm just losing it over here. It's fine. It's fine. What are we doing here? Walker of the Wastes, very good card as well. Immolating Glare, also a very good card for this format. Immobilizer Eldrazi, and another big green derp, which is the Glideheart Cavalry. When it enters battlefield, supports 6, so you put 1/1 counters on each of up to 6 other target creatures. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it dies, you gain 2 life. Lets you spread the wealth amongst your team, which is definitely a big swing at the end of the game. It can be a game changer. It can definitely change up board stalls and states and things like that. So, I mean, you've definitely got that going for you. And it looks like our green is pretty decent so far. Seed Guardian, very good card as well. Thought Harvester, not a bad little blue creature. A Step Glider, also very decent in this format. And a Mundez Vanguard. So this is a 3/3 for 5 that has Cohort, which is tap an untapped ally you control, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, which can get out of hand. Holy moly! We hit a foil Matter Reshaper. This card is actually worth a couple bucks still, I think, especially in foil. Holy moly! This pre-release kit. It's been sitting on this guy's shelf for who knows how long, and nobody wanted it, and here I am, proving that someone should have probably bought it. Essence Depleter, Iona's Blessing, Havoc Sower, and another Mythic. No, it's our only Mythic, because the Marsh Flats is technically a Mythic, but General Tazri, obviously not the best Mythic, mainly because her ability costs every color, which is not something you're going to play in Limited. And she's a 3/4 for 5. You may search your library for an ally creature card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, right? Then for 5 mana, ally creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of colors among those creatures. So at most it can be 5. Right? And that's if you have an ally of every color. So her ability is not crazy by any means. You definitely wouldn't play her in Limited. That's for sure. Unless you were hard-pressed. Like, if you were hard-pressed into white and you just needed another body, a 3/4 for 5 is not the best, but it's also not terrible, I guess. And our promo card. Don't forget we have a promo card. A Corrupted Crossroads. So pay a life, add a mana of any color to your mana pool, but you can only spend it to cast Devoid spells, which is kind of funny when you think about it, because Devoid spells are considered colorless. Right, so for instance, this Eldrazi Aggressor, it's devoid, which means the card has no color. So it's a colorless card, but it costs a red. So you have to make a red with this, pay a life, make a red. You can cast this spell, but this spell doesn't have a color. So you're paying a life to make a color to cast a card that doesn't have a color, which is kind of like a weird scenario, but also hilarious. I can't believe we hit a Marsh Flats. And a foil matter reshaper. I was gonna make this video a little bit longer and make kind of like a build of the thing, but I'm not gonna do that now because Holy moly. I can't even... I don't even know what to say. And I don't know what this matter reshaper is worth, but I think it's worth a couple bucks, at least. So foil matter reshaper gets a sleeve as well. The rest of these cards can just kind of hang around. And of course we hit a waste as well, which is nice. And of course every land in the packs you open is full art as well. So, you know, we ended up with 6 full art lands plus a waste. So we ended up with 7 total, which is pretty nice. I don't think I missed any in here. I'm still have never opened a foil waste. That's a thing that I was still looking for, but I've never found one. And it's not something I need, it's just something, you know, for the collection, right? It would be nice to open one, that's all. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your host, MrBevers. I don't even know what to say. Marsh Flats. That's all I have to say. This is it. There, boom. There you go. Got it. Got there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget I have a store, nerdvantastore.ca, for all your single needs, as well as a Patreon where you can help support the channel, the videos, things like that. But in addition to helping support things, you also get a discount code to the store and also a grab bag, and there's possible tiers for things like bundles or booster boxes, things like that. And if you can't support with a monetary value, I appreciate you just watching. Thank you for being here and watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.